inspiring action, death-defying stunts, exotic locations, nefarious villains, and ancient artifacts. These are the reasons why our nation has become obsessed with the bombastic film serial, The Adventures of Mitch McCracken. Week by week, filmgoers such as yourselves flock to the local movie theater to enjoy each exciting new installment. But I need not tell you all this, because you all are huge fans of The Adventures of Mitch McCracken. Are you not? Though there's perhaps one thing that you did not know. These films aren't just pulp stories cooked up by Hollywood. They're based on true events. Now you all know of Nick Finch, Mitch McCracken's loyal companion who accompanies him on every adventure. Well, I am the real Nick Finch.
Woo!
Thank you. I tried. And I have accompanied Mitch on many adventures over the years. Now, throughout this decade of the 1930s, Hollywood has put our stories on the silver screen. But due to limited budgets, rudimentary effects, and puritanical sensibilities, they failed to capture them in their true glory. Well, for example, in Mitch McCracken and the Ruby Staff, when Mitch enters the Chamber of Terror, he faces a room full of cobras. In the film, at least. But can you guess, in real life, what much more terrifying creatures he faced?
Cats. Chihuahuas.
I heard cats. Yes, indeed. I heard one up there. Yes, Mitch has a deathly allergy to cats. And even the sight of one, particularly the sight, it's more of a sight phobia. He's just knocked out. Cobras, he's fine. Now let's see another example. In Mitch McCracken and the Sapphire Compass, in order to cross the treacherous tundra, Mitch and I had to brave a fierce hailstorm in the film. But can you guess, in real life, what much more fierce obstacle we had to brave?
Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar and kicks?
Ticks.
Ticks. Ah, yes. You know, at first, at a glance, ticks look very much like powdered sugar. Especially in the tundra, when they're covered in snow. We were having a nice breakfast that morning on the tundra. Pancakes, and we thought, powdered sugar, we should sprinkle it on top.
Ew.
They were ticks. It was a very, very long and arduous journey with no bathroom inside. One more example. In Mitch McCracken and the Emerald Crown, the villainous LaRue perished when she fell from the horrendous cliffs. But can you guess what much more horrendous fate LaRue faced?
Eating by a chicken.
Eating by a chicken or eaten by a chicken?
Eaten by a chicken.
Have you ever seen a human being consumed by a chicken? This chicken was this tall. She pecked LaRue at the knees, collapsing her to the ground. She pecked at her eyeballs. It was disgusting. And slowly, over many hours, she pecked away at her body. It was a fate that Hollywood could not put on the silver screen. And that's why the films do not live up to the true events. So I, Nick Finch, have gathered you all here to regale you with the 100% true tales of the adventures of Mitch McCracken. Now, there's just so many stories in so little time. Perhaps I could use the help of a junior adventurer out in the audience. If you would like to come join me on the stage and determine what adventure we will hear about this afternoon, raise your hand now. I see a brave soul right up there. Would you like to come down and join? Is that a yes or a no?
He changed his mind.
He changed his mind. I saw another brave soul right down here. Would you like to come join me? Stand right here. What is your name, junior adventurer?
Stephanie.
Well, Stephanie, are you ready to help me select which artifact we are going to hear about today?
Yes.
Bring out the artifacts. Junior adventurer, Stephanie, bring me the one that speaks to you the most. The quest for the Amber Jewel. It's my favorite adventure. Let's hear a big round of applause. Now, you've all no doubt seen the film based on this adventure. It picks up at the tail end of our previous adventure before Mitch and I go after the Amber Jewel. Now, in that film, we were in a forest. But in real life, we were in a much more peculiar location. Can you guess where that was?
Roller rink.
That's correct. A roller rink. Ever popular in the 1930s Americana. The roller rink. Over here, a nice soda fountain. People enjoying their beverages. Right here, the rink proper. An instructor teaching a man who did not know how to roll. And crashing in from the skylight was none other than the one and only Mitch McCracken!
It's been a long time I've been on roller skates, Nick.
Mitch, it's very vital to this journey. In order for us to find that medallion, you're going to have to be on skates.
Okay, Nick. The medallion should be somewhere here. The ancient map of Catan said that the medallion is directly in this location. But
Yes, it's unfortunate that they decided to build a roller rink exactly on top of it.
That is correct. Well, they didn't know, Nick. That's the thing.
And now it's time for our couples skating round. No one will be allowed on the rink unless they're dancing with another partner.
Well, yeah, we can't leave this the rink, Nick.
Here. Hey.
Okay, Nick.
Mitch, that woman works here. Perhaps she has a clue to where the medallion lies.
Good.
I'll dance with her partner.
Catapult me up there, Nick.
And now it's the backward skating round. No one will be allowed on the floor unless you're skating backward.
I'm Mitch McCracken.
Hi, Lucy. Nice to meet you.
Lucy, nice to meet you too. Do you mind if we skate together backwards?
Sure.
I'm a little rusty.
Okay, take it easy, one step at a time.
I think I know who you really are. Lucy, you said.
That's what I said.
Lucy McCormick.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen, we're looking for an artifact that's been lost here.
I thought it was a myth.
At this point in time, a big band was playing on the opposite side. All sorts of brass instruments. They had to speak loudly over the cacophony.
It's not a myth. It's real. And only you have the clue. Because you were born from a special father.
The big band quieted a little bit.
My father always told me that I could never go behind the closet door in the break room.
The closet door to break room. Nick, that's it. Okay, thank you, Lucy. Maybe we dance again in the future.
Nice work, Mitch.
It's over here.
And so, into the break room we went.
I'm resting. Oh, look. These ancient candles.
Mitch, the break room.
Huzzah, Nick. Huzzah.
Wait a minute, Mitch. Look over here. This employee of the month display. It says whoever the employee of the month is earns the medallion.
Employee of the month.
And that one says this month. It was Big Larry. I hope he's not around.
All right.
It's me, Big Larry. Where is my medallion?
Larry, we did not see you sleeping over there.
I was smoking.
Stand back, Nick. Big Larry, we're going to take the medallion and give it to where it belongs. A museum.
No! That medallion belongs to me. I was the one to invent the steam-powered slide, and it was a hit.
I'm sure it was, Big Larry, but listen, it doesn't belong here.
If you want to have the medallion, you must defeat me.
Nick.
You got those fists, Mitch? Let him at it.
All right, Big Larry. Put him up.
And now it's the salsa round. No one will be allowed in the subterranean break room unless you're dancing the salsa.
You got me a good one, Nick.
Mitch, keep on dancing, pal.
Wait, remember what we did at the ice tundra of Kalu?
Yes, we ate all those ticks.
After that,
Oh, right.
the slide.
Yes. 2. That'll teach Big Larry to be great with children and restock on cookies.
Check these skates off, Nick.
Well, Mitch, this reminds me of old times. I mean, remember, before you and I would go on adventures, we had that little hot dog stand in the park.
That's right, Nick. Those are good memories. The hot dog stand, the fresh air. Life seemed simple back then, Nick.
It sure did, Mitch.
Wait, whoa. The ring!
Self-destruct button.
No! It's counting down, Mitch!
Mitch McCracken will not die today!
9. All right, go. 7.
Oh no! The open skate! It's totally packed!
5.
We have to get out! Turn around! Go that way! 2! 3!
Go! Get
Well, Mitch,
Close call.
I'm glad we got all those people out safe.
Stellar Rolling Rink is now closed.
Me too, Nick. The museum will be thankful. Good job, buddy.
Yes, indeed it would be. And so we jump to the museum, where Mitch was returning the medallion. Now, in the film, this was a museum of natural history and human-made history. But in real life, the museum had a different theme. Can you guess what it was?
Museum of abnormal behavior.
I heard the Museum of Hats, in fact. Yes, indeed, you're correct, junior adventurer. It was the Museum of Hats. On display were oh so many hats in a stunning variety. In fact, there was a fashion show going on at the time. People parading the hats down the hat walk. And waiting for the medallion. The curator of the museum. In a stunning red hat, nonetheless. Mitch and I enjoyed the show. We're walking across.
A spectacular show, man.
Mitch, you have a nice hat. You should enjoy it.
Perhaps I will. See that, Nick? I did a good job.
Good job, pal.
Oh, the curator. Madame Francois.
Ah, you have returned.
I have.
What, and how can I possibly pay you for bringing this back to the museum?
A good deed is payment for itself, Madame Francois.
Well, then maybe you can help me with something else,
Oh, of course.
since you're so good at finding things.
We've known each other for many years, Madame Francois. Please, let us take a respite upon those chairs. Another adventure, Nick. I can feel it.
Well, you may be right. Because you see, something is missing from my family.
Huh.
It's a very important jewel. And it's not just a family heirloom. It was something that was gifted to me, left to me, by my grandmother. And it is a very special jewel.
The Amber Jewel of Francois.
You know it. Yes, it belongs to my family, but it's been stolen. And without it, well, all I can say is that France may be no more.
France!
Oh, that's like one of the top 3 best countries.
Depends on who you speak to, but yes.
I've had many excursions on France. Paris is one of my favorite cities.
Then I suggest you go there. And
Paris.
look for my family name. It will be written at the train station.
The train station of La Mondon.
Yes. La Mondon, but Le Mondon. La femme de Francois.
And this will be the first clue into possibly retrieving it. A clue to its history, Nick.
That is what my grandmother said in her letter to me before she died.
Curator Francois, you know this jewel is of so much importance. There must be other interested parties.
The way you look at me, Madame, it seems as though you know who may have taken it.
All right. It's my brother.
Francois.
We call him Franco, but that's okay. He's the family black sheep, and he wants only what's poor and bad for France. He's an anti-Francophile. So he plans to get the jewel and destroy the country and my family with it.
I see. Well,
Can you help? Will you help, Mitch?
Madame Francois, it will be my honor to help you retrieve the Amber Jewel of Francois.
And so, off Mitch and I went on our way to France. But of course, there were other interested parties, and we would come to meet them on our way there. Now, of course, we took a tandem bicycle with a baguette to the location of how we would get to France. In the film, of course, this was an airplane. But in real life, we took a different sort of travel. How did we get to France?
A canoe.
I heard an elephant. Is that right? Yeah. That's right. At this point in time, the most luxurious way to travel to France was via elephant. On its haunches, we sat. We had already swam the entire Atlantic Ocean. The elephant waving its trunk to and fro through the water. We were approaching the beaches of Normandy, which would be stormed a few years later. But at this point in time, there was an obstacle in our way. Oh, yes, thank you.
Hey, how you holding up back there?
Its tail is aggressive.
So is its trunk.
Mitch, I really cannot wait to finally take a shower that's not out of seawater.
That makes two of us, buddy. Looks like we're here. Whoa, Babar! Whoa, Babar!
The beaches of Normandy. Oh, a man in a canoe!
He has,
Weird form of travel.
he has an intense scallop on his face. Hello, strange traveler.
Are you McCracken?
I am.
Are you Nick Finch?
Yes, sir.
Follow me. I know where you can park that thing.
Turn right, Babar. Turn right. All right. What we did?
Before we greet this man, I just want to tell you that I've grown really attached to Babar.
As have I.
I don't want to leave him.
We can write stories about him later, Nick.
Yes, I guess we'll have to return him to the elephant rental on the beach.
We will.
Here, I got you.
Bye, buddy. I'll miss you.
I see you got here. My name is Argyle. I was hired by the Francois to accept you when you got here.
Argyle, it is our honor to be here. We must get to the train station of Oooh.
Listen, I must tell you, there's one piece of information that you need to know. You do know that the Amber Jewel is in question. One thing you don't know is its tremendous power.
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 The tales never said anything about a power.
Well, she said that the fate of France.
Yes.
I thought it was more of a monetary thing.
Oh, no, the actual fate of France. You see, if it gets in the wrong hands, there is a tremendous amount of raw energy that is in this jewel. Hooked up to the wrong machinery, it could power any number of rays or bombs. No, this is a volatile gem. You must be careful when you use it or touch it, because even a wrong look, boom!
Nick, this information is crucial and very disturbing.
I'm surprised that it wasn't told to you before you came.
Well, we do know that Francois Francois is after it.
Yes.
His sister told us that he wanted the ruination of France. Perhaps this is part of it.
Perhaps I've heard that there are members of Germany being involved too, Nick.
Well, Francois was through here. I saw him.
When?
2 days ago.
2 days.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing a bowler hat, and he had a brownish cape. He wore capes. He takes the capes. They're out of fashion these days, but it was a hooded cape, and he wore a bowler as well.
Your name again?
Argyle.
Argyle, thank you very much.
Listen, I I'm afraid I have to go. I can't assist you any further.
Of course, Argyle.
Mitch, do you mind if we take a seat here on this picnic blanket?
I do not.
The French beach. It's nice.
It's beautiful, Nick. Is there something you want to tell me?
In fact, there is, Mitch. Do you mind if I get a little more in the right attire? There we go.
What's going on, Nick?
I just want to fit in. Mitch, I've been thinking a lot about our family. I know that I'm your younger cousin, and we've just been estranged from everyone else for so long. And I know you don't see eye to eye with them, but I don't want you to end up like Madame Francois and her brother.
I will never end up like them, Nick. Never.
Mitch, maybe it's time that we go hear them out. You know that your parents live here in Paris.
There's a dark secret, Nick, that I've been withholding from you and myself even.
I could sense it. When we were sleeping on the back of the elephant throughout the Atlantic, you were murmuring a lot of powerful things.
I was. Incantations, Nick.
Yes.
Incantations.
Also, you had a dream about cats. You were screaming.
Where?
Repeat. Seagull, Mitch. Look,
Maybe you should hold on to this thing.
I just remember those old days when we would be at the hot dog stand with your parents in the park, and
The American dream, Nick.
they were the happiest days of my life, and I just want to go back to that.
Well, the American dream, Nick, is about to become the American nightmare because my family lineage, yes, it's called the McCrackens, but our true surname is McDante.
McDante?
In the year 1364, there was a missionary by the name of Rodrigo de McDante. He traveled from Spain to the deepest angles of Budapest. There, he met a woman. They fell in love. They grew a family, but all under the guise of a satanic ritual. And through that satanic ritual, I came to be from century to century. I am part of a satanic order, Nick. We are deeply connected to demonic forces. Forces that I've always wanted to deny, but I feel they have caught up with me. There's only so much I can do to stop things. There you go.
Mitch, I'm sure it's fine. It's not like the demon of your ancestors living in your very soul and it's going to take you over.
I will be 33 years old in the next full moon. That is the year of my reckoning. That is the year that I choose the path, the left-hand path or the path of righteousness.
Let's hope you don't go left. Come on, let's get off this beach.
Francois! Francois! Yes, I have some bad news to share with you.
I despise bad news.
Oh, I despise it too. Pooh, bad news. But the Amber Jewel, which you so cleverly had one of your operatives steal from your sister, has been lost again. No, it is not en route to you as you thought it was. It is once more in the wind.
How could you let this happen?
I only turned my back for a moment. I don't have eyes everywhere. Francois.
We have to find that jewel.
Francois, if you don't mind my saying so, look at us, living here in this hovel on the outskirts of La Cloque. Living with nothing but the most rudimentary of food. No electrical equipment because you do not want to allow the authorities to find you. No company company because you do not dare your secret coming out. Why, Francois? Why not give up this horrifying quest to find the Amber Jewel and destroy France?
Well, what point would there be in company or electricity if only we are to destroy everything? And we must destroy everything, you see, because my mother destroyed me. Why do you think I wear these capes? I can't imagine anyone seeing all of me.
It is true, Francois. Your mother always favored your sister, gave her all of the education that you wish she had given to you, sent her off to become a museum curator in America.
Imagine her surprise then when it's my genius that takes the jewel, pairs it with the mechanics of our time, and takes France off the map.
But think of all the innocent people, Francois. Surely somewhere beneath all of that polyester, there still beats the heart of the little boy I used to play with.
There is no innocent. Not in France. Not in our family. The little boy was wrong.
Francois, if you are determined to pursue this insane mission, then you know I will stand by your side. For you have always been my best friend, and my best friend you will always be.
Thank you. Let's find the jewel.
In the train station, Mitch and I found ourselves searching for that clue. There were many passers-by, going about their days, not knowing that France was on the brink of destruction in just a mere few days if Mitch and I were unable to find that Amber Jewel.
I'm looking for that stone, Mick. Should be here somewhere. Do you see anything?
I'm afraid I don't, Mitch. I'm thinking that we've been here for hours, Mitch, and maybe you need to tap into a deeper part of yourself. That ferocity
Nick.
of your ancestors. Come on, Mitch, the stake of this country is...
I've never done this, Nick. It's meddling with dark forces. It can destroy me. It can destroy everything.
Mitch, if there's anyone strong enough in this world to control a demonic force of a Spanish man who moved to Hungary 700 years ago, then it's you! And channel his power in order to find that stone.
You're right, Nick. You're right. I brought these candles with me. We need to make a circle. Other way.
At that point in time, Mitch had to utter an incantation in perfect French. Because, of course, you had to do it in the native tongue of the country that you were in. Perhaps someone there in the audience who is fluent in French could provide an incantation.
Je m'appelle Nick McCracken. Je suis fat. Je suis fatty.
Mitch McCracken.
It's already working, Nick. If I say the wrong name, that means it's beginning.
Yes, who here could add to this incantation?
Où est le chat?
Oh, we like shot.
Yes. Continue, Mitch.
That means the cat, Nick. Le chinoise.
At that moment in time, the demonic force of his ancestor rose out of his back. Whispering in his ear delicately, he introduced himself.
the demonic forces of your ancestry. I have taken control of your body.
Mitch!
Look at the floor.
Mitch, you're scaring me!
The jewel is in a clearing, in a wood not too far from here. It has fallen from the satchel of the one who has stolen it. And it glows. It glows. It glows.
Stand down, Mitch! He scared all the French people.
What did he say? What did he say?
He said that the jewel, it's in a clearing nearby.
You're clear. You have to go, Mitch. Quickly.
Mitch, are you okay? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have made you do that. That was terrifying.
I'm not okay.
Francois! Francois! I was in the woods, Francois. Francois, I know how you have always looked down on my interest in the occult, how you have always dismissed it as nonsense, but I was in the woods and I felt something, Francois.
Tell me.
I can barely put a name to it, but I felt as if demonic forces long asleep have been awakened.
It can't be.
There must be more at play than just the Amber Jewel, Francois. But if the power of the Amber Jewel were to be enhanced by the power of what I felt in the woods, not just France would be destroyed, but the entire world!
Yes, I understand. Thank you. These forces, when you feel them, can they lead you somewhere? Can you follow them?
Are you mad, Francois? Do you not hear what I am saying?
You are saying we can destroy the world!
But we do not want to destroy the world!
And why not? What's so good about the world?
What is so good about the world? Francois, what has happened to you? What has happened to the little boy with whom I used to romp in the fields and pick the daisies and play? Oh, she loves me. She loves me not.
No one ever loved you in the end. Come
Wasn't necessarily the right flowers that we did.
Think about it, Jean-Luc. We could have our names in the stars as the one who took out life on Earth.
That's a terrible thing! Francois, I like the earth. I like a world where even if nobody loves me now, someone might love me someday.
Is your friendship with me not enough?
No, of course it is. How dare you call it into question?
Then why don't you want to take our relationship and make it mean something?
At the end of the world, Francois.
Dick! No one's here in this alleyway.
This alleyway that will lead us to the clearing.
That's right. The clearing is just right ahead. But when I went in that trance, Nick, there was only one face that I could see. Madame Francois herself. The woman who gave us the quest to begin with. I don't know why. What could that possibly mean? But she was laughing.
Mitch, here. Take a seat on this trash can. This is very important, because she's the one who put us on this adventure in the first place.
Yes, she has the family ties. Tied directly to that gentleman in the bowler hat and cape.
Mitch, let's work this out together.
Keep it simple, Nick. My mind is racing.
Madame Francois wants us to find the Amber Jewel,
That's right.
which has immense power. Her brother, Francois Francois, is the one who presumably stole it and is going to use it.
That's right.
You have demonic blood in your body,
Yes.
and that demonic trance made you think of her.
Could it be a trick of the devil? Of the Madame Francois?
Mitch, I'm thinking the only way we're going to get to the bottom of this is if we ask your parents.
I haven't seen them in years, Nick.
Let's find that jewel first, and then I think we need to talk to them.
Jean-Luc, you can't make me believe that following these demonic forces have brought us to this alley. What could you possibly imagine we'll find?
Mitch, down here.
Who's that?
I don't know, but the feeling in my blood intensifies when he comes near. Whatever I felt in the woods, Francois, has something to do with that handsome man there.
He's one. Bonjour. My name is Francois Francois.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Mitch McCracken. Of the McDonald's. Say it again.
Not I've come to understand that you hold a power. I'd like to make use of it.
You know me. There's a familiarity in your face. The way you look at me. I've seen you in my dreams.
Wait a second.
More nightmares than dreams.
That jewel, it needs to be channeled through an immense machine. Humans.
What do you know of the jewel?
This is my assistant, Nick Finch.
Mitch, listen to me. I know what Francois wants. He wants to use you to channel the jewel and use its power.
I will never do such a thing, Francois. That makes sense to you, Nick. The dark forces have brought me here. All the images, all the flashes of faces, it all makes sense now. I am just a puppet in the Dark Lord's name. This whole time, Nick, all the adventures, all the training has brought me here.
Francois, I have the jewel. I'll drop it inside this lake. It'll be washed all the way out of the ocean.
Nick, the jewel! You kid.
You destroy that jewel and he dies.
And so, Francois, gun to the head of Mitch McCracken, who himself was grappling with the demons inside him. I had found the Amber Jewel, threatening to drop it into the water. Will we successfully get the Amber Jewel back to Madame Francois? Or will Francois, aka Franco, use it to bring the world to its end? Find out after a 15-minute intermission. When we last left off in the story, Mitch was being troubled by the demon that lived inside his body. The evil Francois held a gun to his head. I held the Amber Jewel over a body of water with a strong current that would take it all the way to the ocean. Who would win the encounter? We'll find out now.
Drop the jewel and he dies.
Don't do it, Nick. Take it and run. This could never get in their hands. Do you understand the powers? I don't know if I can control it.
Mitch, channel that demon.
Nick, I think I defeated him. I don't feel him anymore, buddy. I don't feel him anymore.
Mitch, that's not a good thing.
The jewel is now mine. The demon reigns supreme. I must get back to the Francois.
There you are. Here's your hat. You surprised me, sir. I thought that would be more difficult.
What did I do? What did I do? Yes. I've fully encapsulated his form. And together we will destroy all of France.
Oh, not just France, my friend.
The world.
We'll take out the world.
Yes, we will.
And so, betrayed by my cousin and best friend, I had nowhere else to turn but to Mitch's parents' house. They lived in a charming apartment in the 8th quarter. I walked up the stairs. Of course, they had a particular fascination which encompassed not only their personalities, but the decor of their home. In the film, it was generic French memorabilia. They didn't have a lot of imagination, but in real life, can you guess what this aspect of their life was that they held so close to them?
Hello Kitty.
Clocks. Clocks? Yes, clocks. You could hear the ticking as I walked up the stairs. I was acutely aware of how much time I was taking, but I was tired. I had just been swept into a body of water and then punched by my best friend, who was a demon. And so finally I entered their place, adorned with more clocks than I'd ever seen in my life.
Nicholas! Ma chérie, you're here.
Ah, Nicolas.
I'm surprised you're so delighted to see me after how we left things the last time.
It is time for healing now. It is time for a lot of things.
Well, you got my message about Mitch, right?
Of course, we got your message.
I had never seen anything like that inside him. I should have never provoked that demon.
I'm afraid that demon would have come out either way.
Oh, look, it's time for the French baguette ceremony. Sorry, I'm still learning the customs of your...
I am surprised you remember. Here, the baguette. We all bite. One from the back end, the other from the other end, and the other one.
Oh, there's a hot dog in the middle.
But it's a little American surprise for you.
We missed a hot dog north in New York.
You know, looking at all of these, I'm reminded of how much time it's been since I've seen you.
We have noticed you have not brought Mitch with you.
Well, yes, the demon took him over.
Oh, that was what the note said. Yes, of course.
I was hoping that you could help me somehow. Do you mind if I take a seat? I'm pretty tired.
Yes, of course. Oh, quite a chair. 1 minute. Oh, go.
But Nicholas, I do not understand that Mitch has a demon, but you do not.
Yes, it is a family thing. Everybody with the blood has the demon. Are you not aware of this?
I didn't know that. I thought I was a Finch, not a McCracken or a McDougal? McDonald. Yeah.
My husband's sister is your mother, no?
Yes, your cousin of Mitch McCracken, yes.
Well, that's good to know. Don't you two have any concern for your son?
We knew it had happened one way or another.
Has he come across the paths? Has there been a moment where he could have done the right thing or the left thing?
Possibly. I mean, as I told you...
Think about it clearly. Was there a moment where he could have done something good versus something bad?
He punched me in the face and he stole the...
No! My dear, He has taken the left side.
You took the right side when you had your chance.
I did, and he has taken the left side. This is a problem, Nick.
Yes! That's why I came to you, for help!
You don't understand! This is a big problem!
No,
Do you know why we have so many clocks? It reminds us that there is no turning back the hands of time. Once the left side has been chosen, there is no going counterclockwise again.
all your clocks do, the hands go to the right.
Yes. Except for one. This one.
Oh. This one made Mitch seventh grade.
That's correct.
It was in the American school system then.
So you see, the only hope for my son is for you to choose the right side. No, excuse me, to choose the sides are confusing. Choose the left side and bring him with you to the right. Do you understand?
No, I'm a little confused. You said once you go left, you can never go right.
You have the clock of left time. This is the only thing that allows people to go from the left to the right.
I'm confused as well.
Trust me, when the time comes, you will understand.
My demonic friend, take a seat with me in my mansion here. Now that we have everything we could possibly dream, there's no deadlines for anything, except for everyone else who will soon be dead.
Yes. The sooner the better.
Well, I figure since we have all the time in the world, might as well use a moment of it. I want to know, what is it in your head, in your heart? What makes you tick, person?
I've never been asked such a question before. What makes me tick is weakness, and humanity has proven itself the weakest of them all.
I knew I liked you.
Ah, they all say that.
Oh,
You are not the first. Many have come before, but in some ways we were always defeated. But this time I feel the tables have turned finally.
what do you mean by that?
Throughout the centuries, from the first Dante was defeated. Almost. But in the very last moment, when I had the clutches of that same jewel in my grasp, as it was fully energized, there was something that the Dante did. And you wear it upon your face. Now, the look you give.
I don't know what you mean.
Self-righteousness and doubt. I see it behind your eyes a little, but soon.
I've never doubted a thing in my life.
There's one thing that you have doubted. One thing from your childhood. You know what it is that I speak of. It is the one virtue of humanity. But you hang on to it as loosely and thinly as a spider upon a web.
It's only a small little thing. My sister didn't prove anything by it. It's not like she sacrificed much by pulling that tick out of my leg.
Yes, it is. Yes, but it is that tiny thread of self-doubt because your sister was the favorite one. And you must destroy her. You must find her. And kill
Yes.
her.
It's as you say. If I'm to do this, the masterful thing of destroying everyone, I have to see her go first.
I have used a power of mine and lured her in to your web. Under the guise of friendship. She shall be arriving momentarily. A knock upon the door in 3, 2, 1. I am the Dark Lord, after all. Ah, welcome. I will leave you two alone.
Mitch.
Mitch, oh yes.
What's going on?
Good to see you, Madame Francois.
You found it!
I did. Have a moment alone and reconcile.
He seems different. Franco. So you've chosen to go to the left side and you're going to give me the jewel.
No, sister. I just wanted to gloat. To see you see that everything is going to be destroyed.
He deceived me. You will not get away with this, brother. For you remember that I know things about you that no one else does.
Don't bring that up again.
You owe me, Franco.
I don't owe you anything. Don't touch my cake.
I know what goes on under there. And I could tell the world.
You wouldn't
Oh,
dare.
yes, I would unless you give me back that jewel.
I only asked you here for one thing, sister. You see, I'm going to destroy the world. But I wanted to destroy you first.
Think of the tick. Think of the ticks. Think of that little boy rolling on the ground with ticks screaming, "Somebody help me!
Stop it!
Help me!" I don't want me. It was me. Because Mommy hated you. But I loved you. And I pulled that tick out with my fingernails. I broke a nail down it.
Stop it! I don't care!
Yes, you do.
You took my
You
mother!
love me. Now give me the jewel.
I see it fail, huh? You require my help.
Thank you.
We mustn't kill her now. Upon the eclipsing of the moon in 1 hour, that will take place.
Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Across the city. I found my way back to that train station. Diners were enjoying a nice meal. I recovered the candles that Mitch had packed on our journey. I knew there was only one way that I could defeat Mitch, my best friend. I had to go so far left that suddenly I was going right again.
Darling, that's not what I expected by a candlelight dinner you promised me.
That was not planned.
It's curious how all French people seem to look so similar to Mitch's face. And so, I said my own incantation. Those of you who watched the films knew that it was all in English and not that well thought out. But in real life, what one cohesive French phrase did I utter?
Nom d'une pipe.
Say that once more.
Nom d'une pipe.
Oui! Nom de pipe! I can feel it! My demon! My demon is coming! You have summoned me. Only you can see me. I see you did the right thing by calling upon me. You're the demon that lives inside me. I live inside you. I live inside Mitch. In my own way, I live inside many people.
Nick, you gotta get out of here.
You have him right now under your control. Yes. I can see exactly what goes on in his mind, where he is. You want to use me to speak to him, don't you? Allow me to do so. Let me speak into your mouth and talk to you.
I will open my mouth and you will speak directly in. But be cautious. My demonic mouth has a stench of ages.
Mitch, can you hear me in there?
Yes! I can hear you, Nick!
Mitch, you have to speak into your mouth. The demon's mouth.
You must speak into my mouth.
Yes, that's what we're listening. Nick, you gotta save yourself, listen! The Francois have the Amber Jewel, and my other form is with them, the demonic me.
It's a little more into the mouth and not the chest.
The demonic me!
Mitch, I'm coming to rescue you. I'm going to go through his body, and I'm going to find my way to where you are.
That is an amazing plan. Yes, come on in.
Nick! We're deep. What was that for, Nick?
The last time I saw you, you were possessed by the demon.
I know, but that wasn't me, Nick. That was him.
Oh. How do I know it's really you? When we were in that park selling hot dogs, it was the summer
It was, Nick.
of 1929. And there was an event going on in that park. An event you and I thoroughly enjoyed. What was it?
It was your birthday party, Nick.
And what gift did you give me that I cherish to this day?
A compass.
Yes. And that compass has always pointed me north. North towards you. I thought I lost it in the water.
You can never lose yourself, Nick. If you have love in your heart. And that's what that represents.
Mitch, that demon, it's still inside both of us. Well, if we allow it, it's gonna end the world.
Listen, Nick. I heard the demon talking to one of the Francois earlier. Self-doubt is what traps people. To relinquish self-doubt is to be free. And we have to go through a single trial within this demonic realm. A puzzle must be solved that will challenge our self-doubt.
Yes, we were in the demonic realm. The inside of the demon's body. Gnarled trees made out of human beings curled their way through. In the distance, I could hear that creature calling to us. The one doubt that we had, it was, of course, of the feline persuasion.
I hear the cats hissing and meowing and... Yes! Nick, I can't do it!
Of course, Mitch McCracken was allergic to cats. And in real life, this would cause him to have watery eyes, a sniffly nose, and a slight redness around his lips. But in real life, he had one other symptom of his cat allergy. Can you guess what that was?
Shaky legs.
Dramatic farts.
Shaky legs! And of course, dramatic farts. Get a hold of yourself!
I'm sorry, Nick. I just can't. I hate cats so much.
Both of you doubt yourselves. I can feel it in you. Don't doubt this. That is very dramatic sounding. But the rest, I am in your soul and in your mind. And you are inside of my realm.
Nick, I'm not strong enough. I can't do this.
Demon, we're gonna get through this realm. If I had one recommendation for you, it's more fiber in your diet.
There it is. I can feel the doubt welling up inside of you.
I have to pet it, Nick.
No.
I have to pet it.
No, you won't. You fear it. Doubt encroaches inside of you, and it's all.
And suddenly, the demonic realm faded from us, and we found ourselves in a cage in the basement of Francois Francois' house. Mitch petting a rat.
You did it, Mitch. You defeated the demon.
Nick, I did it. I couldn't have done it without you being there by my side.
Just above us, Francois is up there, plotting to destroy the world. We need to get out of this cage.
They must have heard all that. I must have done all that in front of them. How embarrassing.
Mitch, it's strange. It's like this cage is made out of hardened cheese. If only we had a rodent friend with sharpened teeth to help us out. Oh, there he was. Hey, little guy. Sorry I threw you.
The French have found so many ways to use cheese other than consumption.
Hey, pal, you want some cheese?
I must use my new feline powers.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, they're fen cats.
Yeah. Be an extra animal.
What are mice like?
He's a rat.
I'll be a mouse.
Oh, good. Good job. Look, can you bite through the bars?
It's working. It's working.
Good job, pal. Here, I'll put you in my pocket.
Good thinking, Nick. Now we just gotta get to the Francois and hope it's not too late.
Francois! Francois!
You can't change my mind. Don't go on.
Look! Listen! Breathe! Can you feel it, Francois? It's gone. Something is different, Francois. The demon no longer is active. It's as if the entire demonic realm has been destroyed. I can't quite figure out why, but I think it has something to do with farts.
But that's awful. We need the demonic realm.
No, don't you understand? This is God himself speaking to you, Francois, telling you that any demons that exist within you can be exorcised.
Listen to him, brother. You can choose differently.
So is this what it is? The two of you working together against me?
Not against you, for you.
None of you were ever for me. No one ever cared for me.
Damn it, do I have to remind you about the ticks again?
It was one stupid tick!
It wasn't stupid! Because it could have killed you, and I couldn't have that! Franco!
You two won't help me. I'll do it myself. And you'll die like the rest of them.
You would turn on me, Francois?
Everyone's always done it to me.
I never have.
Different.
And I have not either. You mistake me for our mother.
Francois.
Look just like her.
I can't help it that I'm beautiful. I still have a soul unlike hers.
Take this gun, Francois.
I have one actually, but sure.
Here, I'll take it.
I want you to point your gun right at me, Francois.
Oh, here, you take it.
You stand over here!
me play this game.
If you really wish to see me dead with all of the others, then do it now. I dare you, Francois, on all that you believe in. Take that gun, point it at the heart of your best friend, and kill him if you can.
Now, of course, Francois' place, the meager shelter, was quite tall. He stood at the very precipice. A window open behind him. A courtyard behind. Thousands of gallons of air in between.
If you are really this evil villain, bent on destroying the world, prove it to yourself now.
No! No.
You know what I've learned to hide under this cape?
What?
Mother's parachute. Let's go get her.
Mitch!
Nick.
We're too late. Francois escaped.
Oh. I'm at my wit's end, Nick. I think I bit off more than I could chew.
Mitch, I went and saw your parents. They gave me slightly helpful advice. It was a little confusing, but I think I got to it in the end. They gave me... Well, that's the mouse. There you go. But they gave me this clock that you made in the 7th grade in woodshop.
The clock that I made.
In the 7th grade in woodshop.
Yes. I was repeating it for dramatic effect.
Let's stop all the drama going on in your body.
Still works.
Wait, it's open.
Come here, Nick. The key. That's right. No. I made a little chest box, a small one, that I hid right below the first step of the house I grew up in. Let's go there now. It's not around, it's just right around the corner.
I love how walkable this city is.
I haven't looked at this for like 27 years, Nick. It's a picture, a photograph.
Mitch.
That's right.
It's you.
It is.
Your parents.
It is.
You're in a park.
We are.
You're doing the annual, or the daily American hot dog ritual.
That's right.
Each biting a different end of the hot dog at one time. Mitch, don't you see it's the power of your family? It's going to propel you.
Yes, Nick, I put two and two together.
They're just up there.
Mama, Papa. Bonjour.
I'll hit the knocker.
Mama, Papa.
Oui.
S'il vous plaît.
What do you want?
Come down.
All right.
It's your son. You took long enough.
You are looking well.
My son.
Mama, you've always shown me love and affection and consideration and kindness and encouragement, but Papa, I feel the triangle is not complete. You've always been rather harsh and cold. I just need some sign to remove that self-doubt here. Because self-doubt is the thing the demon uses to rule the world.
I am sorry, son, but I had plans for you. You were to be a clockmaker like your old man. And you developed into your own person and...
I never showed that to you.
Well, technically, we found it in the attic.
Well, I never showed it to you.
It is beautiful.
I made it, Papa, from your tutelage.
So you do take after your old man.
Yes, yes. This gave me the power when I put together a clock, the pieces, the intricate puzzles. That's what nourished my mind into figuring out and solving all the adventures of my life, Papa. It's because of you and your nourishment, Mama.
I am sorry, son. I have lived my entire life knowing that I failed you as a father.
You haven't failed me, Papa. It's the Dantes bloodline, and this is the chance for us to completely sever ourselves from that dark past.
How can I look at you in the eyes? But everything you have become, you had to do on your own. You came here and you forgave me, just like that.
I've never hated you, Papa. But I just need you to forgive yourself. I don't have self-doubt anymore. And neither does Mama.
Ma chérie, you're a good man. Look at the photo. Remember?
Yes, Papa.
Of course.
I brought a hot dog here, Papa.
Ah, it's 7 p.m. here, so in the United States, it's exactly time for the American tradition.
Yes. It is time, Papa.
Come, you must join us. You are part of the family.
But we'll finish it all the way.
My son.
Papa.
And so, this quartet, racing to stop Francois from using the jewel. With the power of the demon defeated, Francois could only do one thing in order to channel that immense power. And that was to go to the very top of the Arc de Triomphe.
Great eclipse, shine your power down now. Combine with my mechanical genius and the jewel, my family fortune in history.
Racing in on a tandem bicycle made for four.
Sounds like a tandem bicycle made for four.
Here! On the top of the Arc de Triomphe!
You won't stop me!
Follow me!
I'll take the bicycle.
It's good that they have the scaffolding here.
It's broken here, Nick. Here. He broke it. Sabotage.
I'll boost you.
Son, you know how to fix that. You are a clockmaker.
Actually, Papa, I think it is your time to shine.
Oh, I have you my tools there.
I have you, Papa.
Rain poured down. Thunder struck the sky.
Hold this, Nick.
You can do it, Papa.
Ma chérie.
Done. This door should open now, I guess.
Mitch! Come on, up the ladder! Around this end! Hurry! Before it's too late! Ah, fast
It isn't working. I need your demonic power.
You can never have it, Francois. I remember.
You have to. You have to destroy them all.
You have to kill me.
The sight of his father dying, falling from the Arc de Triomphe. It ignited something within Mitch McCracken. He turned to the left, the demon erupting from his back.
You wish to have this power so much. Open your mouth. There's talk in your mouth. Just trust me, open it. And you should shove and choke on it.
And suddenly, Francois exploded. Mitch, you can do it. Pet the cat. Pet the cat. Good job.
Oh, I'm going to keep this one, Nick.
I'm sorry about your father.
Papa sacrificed his life for you.
Papa, let's go to him now.
His hands. They're swaying just like a clock.
He broke just like a clock. It didn't work.
Mitch. He would be proud.
He would be proud, Nick.
You saved not only France, but the entire world.
He saved it. You saved it. And you saved it, Nick. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Papa.
In the United States, there was a park. There was a small hot dog cart. Behind it, there was a family. A long line of people who enjoyed the delicacy that is the hot dog. Mama, of course, putting the mustard on. Nick Finch, with a nice dousing of onions. Mitch McCracken, wandering up, a sad look on his face for some reason. It's a nice hat. You know, I think the Hat Museum, they just let their workers off.
It's a beautiful day, Nick. Mama. Just wish Papa were here.
You know, he's here in spirit. Hey, look at the time. And that big clock that we erected in his honor. That's his body, but with the clock on top of its head.
The way his arms move, Nick, it's ingenious.
It's exactly the hour. The American hour for that all-American tradition.
And oh, Mama, I have a surprise. Madame Francois, you may come now. Madame Francois and I are going.
Move over.
We are engaged.
That's wonderful. We should all celebrate with a nice family hot dog.
Shove.
Life went on and was not brought to an end. Mitch McCracken found love in his family and a new wife and a cousin. The demon was defeated. The world was saved. And that's where our story comes to an end. The end.
My name is Ken Adams. I'm the artistic director of Synergy Theater. Adventure Serial was created and directed by Griffen Davis. The beautiful set that we've been playing on was designed and built by Eileen Tumlin and Adam Letterman. The music you've been listening to all night long was composed and recorded and performed by Russ Dudrowska. Our closing night of the show. We couldn't ask for a nicer audience. You are awesome. Our next show in April is My Dearest Love, a completely improvised play in the style of a French comedy of intrigue. It's set in 18th century France, and it's full of shocking confessions and betrayals and seductions and all kinds of stuff. So come and see My Dearest Love. If you like the movie Dangerous Liaisons, you will love My Dearest Love. We have some postcards on the counter. Take one on your way out. If you think improv looks like fun, it is. If you think, gosh, maybe I could do that, you can. Synergy Theater teaches improv classes. If you've never taken an improv class in your life, if you've never stepped on stage before, we are offering a beginning improv class right here in Walnut Creek through the Arts and Rec Department starting at the end of the next month, March. So go grab a flyer for that on the way out and come take a class. I'm teaching it personally. I'd love to work with you and have some fun doing improv. Also, on the way out, you'll see a big plastic bucket. We are a 501c3 organization. We are heavily dependent upon the generosity of our patrons for our continued work. If you have a couple of bucks and you wouldn't mind putting it in the box for us, we'd appreciate it very much. If you'd like to make a larger donation, please take one of those envelopes on your way out and send us a check in the mail. Your generosity helps us to continue our mission of putting on these shows, continuing our youth outreach programs, and like I said, we just couldn't do it without you. If you have a friend in the cast and you'd like to say hello to them, give us about 15 minutes after the show. We'll all be out by the stage door behind the theater. Thank you again so much for help.
Does Synergy Theater have a podcast?
Yes, my God, it does. Thank you for that. Thank you. Synergy Theater has a podcast called Improv in Practice, and it's a wonderful podcast produced and hosted by Sarah Wilson. You can find it everywhere you find cool podcasts, so look it up and give it a listen. It's awesome. Thank you, Griffen. Thank you, Sarah. And thank you for being here very, very much. You have been an awesome audience. We love you very much. Have a wonderful day, and may it be filled with adventure. Good night.